Hey guys, it's Miss Burnett here. I'm just doing a video for some notes that we're going to take in class on October 30th, and I'm just making this video in case you missed class or you want to watch the notes again or watch the video again. All right. Today, when we take the notes, it'll be on October 30th. The learning target is given two similar shapes. I can identify a missing dimension. Okay. And what we're going to do as we work through this is we're just going to work through a couple of example problems, and I'm going to show you some different strategies for how you can find the missing dimension. Okay. You can always go back to your notes on scale factor and scale copies to review those. And then don't forget, you can always pause this video because I already have some of the drawings and whatnot. So you can definitely pause it to catch up. Okay. So the first example that I have here is I have two different right triangles. One is the scale copy of the other. All right. Copy A and then copy B. All right. I'm going to tell you that the scale factor from A to B is 2.5. Okay. So what I need to know is what is the value of x right here? All right. Whatever this number is times 2.5, I get 5. Okay. So how can we do that? Let's set it up as an equation. X times 2.5 equals 5. And we spent a lot of time talking about this, about how you can multiply by the scale factor. And I've told you guys, if you don't know the scale factor, what can you do? And we always talk about how the opposite of multiplication is division. So we can use division to figure out what the value of this variable is. And variable is kind of an algebra word that we haven't quite gotten to yet. It's like a variable is like an unknown number. So I can take 5 and divide it by 2.5, and I'll get 2. So that tells me that x equals 2. Okay, so that's an example of a problem when you know the scale factor and you're trying to figure out what is the value of a missing side. All right. We took the side that we know, we divided it by the scale factor, just like we were working backwards to figure out what that missing side is. Okay. If you wanted to plug it back in, 2 times 2.5 equals 5. So it would end up working out. Okay. So that's an example. Let's write example 1. All right. We're going to do 2 more. Right, example 2. All right. I am going to make a polygon. It looks like this, and we're going to call this A. And we'll make a smaller one, and we'll call it B. Uh-oh, that doesn't quite look similar, does it? And remember, you guys, your drawings don't need to be perfect. Okay, just do the best you can. I don't have graph paper for this one. Now, sometimes they're not going to give you the scale factor. Okay, this will be shape B. Sometimes I'll say, hey, this side right here is 7.2. This side over here is 4. I don't know what the length of this side is. And this side over here is 3. What is x? What is the missing side? Okay. So the first thing we need to do is find the scale factor. And we can do that by taking this side, 3, and dividing it by the corresponding side on the larger shape. Okay, because what I'm really looking for here is what did I multiply 4 by to get to 3? 4 times what equals 3? Well, I don't know, but I can do division to find out. 3 It's going to equal 3/4. Okay, so the scale factor is 3/4. Now that I have the scale factor, my life just got a lot simpler. I can take the length of the side that's 7 2/10, and I can multiply it times the scale factor. All right, so we'll say multiply 7 2/10 times 3/4. I'm going to write it again. Go ahead and take a second to work that out. If you are on a calculator where you can't put a fraction in, 3/4 is the same thing as 7/500. Think about if you had 3/4 out of $1. And you should get 5 4/10. And that's what x would be, okay? Seven 2/10 times 3/4 equals 5 4/100, okay? So that's one way you can find an unknown side, okay? Make sure you have all this written down so that when you're working on these problems, because you're not, I don't expect you to master this today, all right? But as we practice it and you're struggling, I want you to have these notes to go back to and look at, okay? I want to do one more example with you because I want to show you one more strategy for figuring out those missing sides, okay?